Hi, and welcome back to Knots by Laney. I'm Laney, and today we're going to be talking about all of my scarves I made for Christmas presents this year. Today we're going to go over all of the patterns that I used, and I'm going to show you the scarves and the yarn that I used for each one, and I'll give you a little review on how they all worked up. Right here I have 5 scarves and some koozies. I did make another scarf, however, we have already had Christmas with that person, so I have given that to them already. I will insert photos of the scarf when I talk about that yarn, so you guys can see it still. This was all made out of the yarn from my yarn haul video. Not all of the yarns in that video are making it to this one, however, the majority of them are. So I think we're gonna start with our cup koozies. Alright, so these koozies I made right here. I made these blue and gray ones. I also made a set of green and red ones that I've already given away. This is the loophole fox koozie, can koozie pattern. I will insert a photo of the pattern here. I found it on Pinterest. But these are really cute. They work perfectly for a pop or a beer can. So these are going to be given with a 6-pack to my uncle. And then I made these linen stitch koozies for taller cans. These will be given to my cousin. I made them in more of a color scheme that she would like. There was not a pattern that I followed for these. I kind of just winged it and prayed that it would work. Do I recommend that? No, not really, but it did work. I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds of single crochet with a 3.5 millimeter hook. And then I just did a linen stitch around the entire thing. The seam isn't too noticeable, in my opinion, and I think they're very cute. So those are another simple, easy project. These probably took an hour to do both of them. They're pretty quick, especially after you learn the pattern. And then these probably took me 30 or 40 minutes each, just because I didn't have a pattern I was following. So if we set those aside, we can get to the scarves. The first scarf I made was this snowdrift pattern infinity scarf in the Scarfie, let's see what color, the Evergreen and Pearl Gray. The pattern I used for this scarf is called the snowdrift pattern. It was from Left in Knots on Pinterest. I will insert the photo here, and I will try to do my best to remember to link all of these patterns down below for you guys if you really want to recreate them. So this is a super soft version of the Scarfie yarn. The other colorway that I have is much rougher. This one's super smooth and soft. I don't really know why both colorways feel completely different when they're the same yarn, but this is 78% acrylic, 22% wool, and it worked up super easy. It's super soft to work with. I really loved this colorway. And then down here in the corner I put my little Knots by Laney tag. It has a little yarn ball with a crochet hook in the middle. I'll show you that up close in just a second. But yeah, I really love this scarf. You don't have to make it into an infinity. I just joined my ends together when I finished the ball, but this was a full ball of the Scarfie in Evergreen and Pearl Gray. Then in the other Scarfie yarn, this one is the teal and silver colorway. I used a shell stitch pattern. I used a 5.5 millimeter hook for the Snowdrift yarn, and I used a 5.5 millimeter hook for the shell stitch as well. Now this is the same Scarfie yarn as the other one, however, with the exact same fiber content, with it being 78% acrylic, 22% wool. But it's a lot rougher. I don't know if the wool content in this one just isn't as processed as the other one, or if the dye has something to do with the way the yarn feels, but I really wouldn't get this colorway again. I don't know if it's going to be too scratchy on the neck wearing it. I probably wouldn't like it, so I'm a little worried about it, but I'm going to tell the person if they don't like how scratchy it is, I'll make them a new scarf, because I wasn't expecting this one to be scratchy. It's not too bad. It's not like some wools that are like, don't let that touch my skin, I don't want that anywhere near me. It's not like that, but it is just, it's noticeably more scratchy than the other colorway in this brand. So at the end of this scarf as well, I put my little tag down at the bottom. For this one, I did a chain of 20, and then I just started the shell stitch from there. So there's those two Scarfies all set and ready to go to their forever homes. And I made up these little cards, which I'll bring you in closer later, but this has all of the care instructions for the scarf that I can check off which boxes are appropriate for each yarn, so they know how to take care of their scarves and get more longevity out of their handmade products. The next two scarves I made were both out of this Mandala Ombré yarn in the shade Harmony. I bought 2 balls of this, and each one made their own scarf. The balls are about 340 yards each. I made this one into an infinity scarf using the even moss stitch. I absolutely love how this ombrays. And then right there is my little tag. The other scarf I made out of this yarn is a straight scarf that is made out of the linen stitch. So it is a super fast, easy scarf to work up. I made it straight so I didn't attach the two ends together. I will insert photos of it here. But this yarn is absolutely super gorgeous, super soft. It feels super warm. It worked up nice and thick. I used a 5.5 millimeter with this yarn as well for these scarves. But yeah, these are just, I absolutely love this colorway. It's gorgeous. I really like the Mandala Ombré yarns. I love how they work up. The next scarf I made is this dapper ribbed scarf, which is from a YouTuber named Winding Roads Crochet. It's also on Pinterest as well as a blog post, instead of working it vertically up and down, you work it horizontally, lengthwise across. It didn't take too long, probably just a few hours. I think it's super gorgeous. I use Pound of Love and Pumpkin Spice for this one, which I would just want to show you. This is 100% acrylic. There's 1,020 yards in this ball. I have so much of it left. This could make you multiple scarves. If you were making scarves for a bunch of different people, you could give them scarves in the same colorway. I really like this one. I like how it's built up with a different ribbed pattern on the bottom. It's a more masculine scarf. I am making it for my cousin Matt. I'm hoping that he'll like it. Orange is his favorite color. And then right there at the bottom, I put my little sticker again. Or not sticker, tag. I put my tag. But yes, here's this one, and I will put the pattern up here for you guys. And the last scarf that I am making for Christmas this year is being made out of this Mandala bonus. It's my current whip because she is taking a lot longer than I thought. But I am just making a basic granny square scarf, extra wide and extra long. My aunt is, I think, 6'2". She's a very tall woman. So I want to make sure she has an extra plush warm scarf because normally scarves look like they're miniature on her. So this is taking a lot longer than I thought. So I figured I might as well just film the video and show you the progress that I have so far on this scarf. I haven't decided if I'm going to make this an infinity scarf yet. With how thick it is, I'm thinking that I probably will just leave it as a straight scarf so that way she can do a nice little tie in the front of it. I also am not sure how many colors I'm actually going to use of this ball. I'm thinking I'll probably stop at either the tan or the light blue. I want it to be about 6.5, 7 feet long. I know, long scarf, but she's a tall lady and I don't want to make her something she can't use. So I really like this. It is 1,181 yards. So a lot of yarn in this, even more than in the Pound of Love yarn. I am using a 5mm crochet hook with this, and I chained 29, which means I have 28 stitches going across in a granny stitch. I will post a few photos of other granny words, man. I will post a few photos of granny stitch scarves from Pinterest so you guys can get a better idea or a pattern if you need one. But it's a very simple scarf. It works up super quick. It's just, she's a big girl. She's going to take a little bit extra time than the smaller, thinner scarves. I really like this. It is 100% acrylic. It isn't like super soft by any means, but it's not rough or anything like that either. It's pretty like middle of the road acrylic yarn. I'm really happy with how the colors are also fading. They almost make perfect lines in this scarf, which saves me a lot of work of undoing and reworking and trying to get my tension right so that way they all fall in place. But yeah, those are some of the patterns that I have made as presents. I do have more yarn. So I am going to be making a few more koozies in this color pattern. They will be like this, but in these two colors. And then I have this to make some bottle koozies for like beer bottles. And then I got this to make a wine koozie to gift a bottle of wine in. And then we got some nice thick K&C premium, what is it? Black cream multi is the colorway. There's 87 yarns and it is 50% more superwash wool, 45% acrylic, and 5% viscose. So this is a super soft, nice, fluffy yarn that I'm going to be making my boyfriend's mom a hat to go with her winter coat. I still need to buy a pom-pom before I can finish the hat or start on the hat, but I already gave her her Christmas presents, so I have no rush with this one. And that is it for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe. And I will see you guys in a few weeks. Bye!